In this walkthrough, you'll learn how to share a Notion page with the right people, using the right permissions, and how to create a public link when you want broader access. We'll go from sending a direct invitation to generating a shareable link, then wrap up by checking that everything works as intended and adjusting access later if needed. The goal is to make sure your page reaches exactly who it should, with the level of control you're comfortable with. Start by opening the Notion page you want to share. Take a second to confirm you're on the correct page, especially if you're working within a workspace full of similar documents or databases. If the content includes sensitive information, now's a good moment to review what's on the page and remove anything you don't want others to see. Notion shares whatever is currently on the page, so a quick scan can save you headaches later. In the top right corner of the page, click the Share button. This opens Notion's sharing panel, which is where you'll manage all access. If your window is narrow or you're on a smaller screen, the Share button may appear as an icon rather than a long button, but it's always in that top right area. Once the sharing panel is open, you'll see options for inviting specific people and, if needed, enabling a public link. To invite a specific person, use the field that prompts you to enter an email address. Type in the email of the person you want to give access to. If they already use Notion with that address, they'll be added right away. If not, they'll receive an invitation guiding them to view the page. Double check for typos, especially in long addresses, because a small mistake can send your invite to the wrong person or nowhere at all. If you're sharing with more than one person, you can invite them one after the other, keeping the process neat and controlled. Before sending the invitation, choose the permission level that fits what you want them to do. Can view is the safest choice when you want someone to read the content, but not make changes. Can comment is helpful for collecting feedback without risking edits to the structure or text. Can edit grants full editing privileges, which is great for collaborators but should be given only when you trust the recipient to modify the page. Think about whether this person needs to change layouts, add blocks, or update databases, or if they only need to review and react. It's much easier to start with lower access and raise it later than to undo unwanted edits. Once the email and permission are set, click Invite. Notion will send the page invitation to the recipient and add them to the access list you can see in the sharing panel. They'll be able to open the page immediately if they're already in Notion, and they'll be notified so they know where to go. If you're coordinating with a team, consider letting them know in your own message what their level of access is, so expectations are clear from the start. If you need to share the page more broadly, create a public link by enabling the Share to Web option in the same panel. Turning this on makes the page accessible to anyone who has the link, without requiring an explicit invitation. By default, a public link typically allows people to view the page. Depending on your needs, you may see options to allow comments or even editing on the public link, but use these with care. Public editing can lead to unexpected changes if the link is widely shared, so reserve it for controlled situations where you know who will be using the link. After enabling the public link, click Copy Link to get the generated URL. This ensures you capture the exact link that Notion created for your page, rather than copying from your browser address bar, which might include extra parameters. Once copied, paste the link where it needs to go. You can send it in an email, drop it into a chat, or share it through another platform. When you send the link, consider adding a brief note about what the recipient should do, read, comment, or collaborate, so they understand how to engage with the page. Before you move on, test the link in another browser tab to make sure the sharing settings behave the way you intended. Opening it in a private or incognito window is a quick way to see the page as someone without your account would. If you set the link to view only, verify that you can't edit text or rearrange content. If you enabled comments, check that the comment function appears and works. If you gave edit access, confirm that changes can be made and saved. This small step can catch permission issues early and prevent confusion for your recipients. At any time, you can return to the Share menu to fine-tune permissions or remove access entirely. If you invited specific people, you'll see them listed. You can change their permission level or remove them with a click. If you created a public link and you no longer want the page available broadly, simply turn off Share to Web. When that switches off, the public link stops working, and only explicitly invited people retain access. If a collaborator no longer needs to edit, step them down to comment or view to keep the page secure while still keeping them in the loop. That's the full process. Open your page, use the Share button to invite people by email with the right permission level, and click Invite to send it. If you need a broader audience, enable Share to Web. Copy the link and distribute it where it makes sense. Test the link in another tab to confirm the settings, and come back to the Share menu anytime to adjust or revoke access. With these steps, you can share confidently, protect your work, and collaborate smoothly in Notion.